Bitcoin is something that you've been interested in and supportive of. In fact, one can pay for a tour on Virgin Galactic up to the moon with Bitcoin. I think the Winklevoss twins have said that they would do exactly that. Do you think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually?
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. There will be other currencies like it that may be even better.
Fix some of the problems currently plaguing Bitcoin. So what are some of these problems? First of all, security. It is said that 4 wallets control the majority of all Bitcoin mining computing power worldwide. In fact, just up the road from me, here in Hong Kong, there is a giant mining operation in the southern China city of Shenzhen, where a single factory mines and controls 25% of the entire computing power on the Bitcoin network. If they were to suddenly shut down for some reason, like a power outage or a natural disaster, in theory it would take the Bitcoin network 2 weeks to adjust to the decrease in computing power on the network. In reality, it would take much longer, and the Bitcoin blockchain could be stopped for days, weeks, or even months. There would be no transactions being processed. This is a huge problem no one talks about. It seriously could kill Bitcoin off. Many altcoins have died because of this problem and had their blockchains completely frozen. This is a very big technological limitation. Since Bitcoin is highly susceptible to this problem, we wanted to make sure DIGIBYTE would never be vulnerable to the same problem. That is why we developed DigiShield last year and also forked to multiple mining algorithms. On the DIGIBYTE network, real-time difficulty adjustments are made every minute, not every 2 weeks.
And there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin. And you know, people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin. Some people have lost money out of Bitcoin.
It's volatile. It's volatile.
Yeah, but it is quite volatile. But you know, when in volatility, people can make money out of volatile situations.
Why was it important for you to give it sort of that stamp of approval, that endorsement, by saying to the Winklevoss twins, yes, you can pay for the ride with Bitcoin?
Because I'm not foolish. I mean, if people have got lots of Bitcoins and they want to go to space, I'd much rather they spent that money on our spaceship. Whether I keep it in Bitcoins is another matter. But I'd much rather they spent that money on a Virgin Galactic spaceship than on, you know, Elon will be sending people to space one day on Elon's spaceship. So we'll grab the money while it's there. We'll grab the money while it's there.
With the DigiSpeed hard fork, we will be making further adjustments to multi-algo and our real-time difficulty adjustments to make sure that the DigiByte blockchain will never be frozen due to fluctuations in network hash rates. We also will increase the security of the network by incentivizing greater decentralization and security over the 5 mining algorithms. The average person cannot even begin to afford to start mining Bitcoin unless they fork out $20,000 for a super ASIC miner. With DigiByte's 5 algorithms, the average desktop user with a graphics card can still mine digital currency. In over a year's time, the Bitcoin network has dropped from 12,000 plus nodes, which are users running the full client, to just under 6,000 today. Over the same period, DigiByte's nodes have steadily increased. As for the third problem, that's speed and scalability. Bitcoin is currently limited to 7 transactions per second, and it takes an hour to make a complete transaction. This is way too slow to ever compete with credit and debit cards. With DigiByte, we currently have fully confirmed transactions in 3 minutes, and we can handle 20 times the transaction volume Bitcoin can. Our plan with the DigiSpeed hard fork is to get transactions under 1 minute and to be able to match Visa's average transactions per second, which is roughly about 2,000 transactions per second. So to sum up what DigiSpeed really means for DigiByte, it's security, speed, and all around much better reliability for end users. Stay tuned next week when we take a further look at the DigiSpeed hard fork rollout plan. Until then, hash on, my friend.